Hey, I just met you.
And this is crazy.
Your hazard bacons. Let's play some video.
I
It's
can't
hard
yet.
to look left when there's a wall there. So blow right through it with your C4.
Smoke grenades.
Before you came into Rainbow, I used to smoke crack. I used to be black. I used to go and attack random people on the street, and I would bite their veins, and they would fall down.
And I would smack their meat.
One day, I was walking down the street, and I looked at this guy, and I saw his meat. I was like, hey.
You got nice
touch
feet.
your meat. He was like, no. And he kicked me with his feet, and then he ran away, and I was like, hey, I'm gay. So I followed him all the way back to his apartment, where he told me he
Had a lot of belly button lint.
He had a couch in his apartment, and he was going to eat some cake, and then he was gonna make a freaking cake and then get baked. But I told him that I smoked meth and I was death and I should be Heth. Heth isn't even a word, but I'm Dr. Seuss, so I can rhyme it with caboose and
His
noose
name was
and loose, because I am Dr. Seuss and I can rhyme any word with any turd and any furd and any ward. Oh, there was once a sailor who lived on a dock. He told me that I'd come to him and I would shake his hand.
This is like cock.
And then he went down by the river, down by the creek.
He wanted to drown.
I called him a trick. And then he was cool.
And then he started to drown. And then I just sat and laughed there like I was laughing at a clown.
There was once a farmer who lived on a rock. He sat in the field just shaking his fist at some boys who were down by the creek. Their feet in the water, their hands on their marbles and play toys. And about 4:30, there came a young lady. She looked like a pretty young creature. She sat on the grass. She lifted up her skirt and she showed them her ruffles and laces and white fluffy ducks. And then at 4:30, she said she would show them her puppy, who was very small. And then I don't know where this song's going at all, so I'm gonna stop singing about right now. I'm just going to stop. So one time I was singing a very depressing song. I then walked over to the table and took a hit from the bong. It was very swell, I had a very good time. I was on an acid trip and I was going to die. You don't know the story. So I'm gonna tell you a story about my favorite song. So I was walking through the tracks, yes, I was walking along. I went into the woods and saw a big fat bear, and then I jumped upon his back and said, "Drive me anywhere!" But bears don't have any gas pedals or any steering wheels. I couldn't drive with him and me on my back. It was getting wheels. Wait, that doesn't make any sense now, so we're gonna leave the bear. I walked into a supermarket. There was nothing in there. I then proceeded to leave, and then I saw a cop. He pointed his gun at me, and then he told me to stop. I told him I wasn't black, and then he let me go, and then he walked away, and then he smoked some dro. I was going down the road in my underwear, and then I was stopped by a pedestrian right there. He told me he was swaggy and very, very cool. I looked right at his face and knew he was a fool. He offered me some weed, and then I told him yes, because if you get weed from strangers, you can sell it for more. And then even the school says not to say yes to drugs, Always say yes to drugs, kids. That's the message of the song. Because if you get cocaine or weed or meth or LSD, you can turn around and sell it more, just like me. Do you like my song?
I liked every single one.
Are you recording right now?
I've been recording.
Oh God.